he noticed that his brother, who'd had a bad left leg for over a decade, was suddenly limping on his right leg today.
형, 다리 왜 그래?
His brother looked down and turned it around, blaming him for having bad eyesight. With that, he switched back to the left leg and hobbled out the door. He figured he'd just been seeing things, but once night fell, the strange happenings started again. There was clearly a heavy thudding coming from the ceiling, yet everyone in the family looked completely clueless. His brother insisted there was something wrong with his ears.
천둥 소리 아니었어? 천둥 소리인데.
Just then, thunder and lightning suddenly broke out outside the window. His mother quickly tried to smooth things over, as if deliberately covering something up. These behaviors left him more and more uneasy. Late that night he woke up, and his brother, who'd been beside him, was gone. But strangely enough, once morning came, his brother was lying back in bed, perfectly fine. The family's repeated odd behavior was like a tightly woven net, pressing down on him until he could barely breathe. So he quietly made up his mind to get to the bottom of the truth. The next day, after dinner, he used reviewing for school as an excuse and told his brother to go rest first. When midnight came, he slumped over his desk and pretended to be asleep. But the whole time, he stayed alert to everything around him. Sure enough, his brother came and stood behind him without a sound, slowly picking up the mechanical pencil on the desk. The tip pointed straight at his eyes. After confirming he was fast asleep, his brother quietly slipped out the door. At that, he snapped his eyes open and, holding his breath, quietly followed. What happened next was completely beyond anything he'd imagined. The moment his brother stepped outside, his limp vanished instantly. He strode over and flagged down a taxi, hiding in a corner. He couldn't believe his eyes, so he hailed a cab of his own and followed behind. After winding around for over an hour, the taxi stopped in a remote alley. He watched two men immediately step forward and bow to his brother with great respect, as if they were receiving a mob boss. He hid in the back, not daring to make a sound. Looking closely, he realized that the two men were the very police officers who'd helped his family with a case a few days earlier. At this point he was utterly bewildered. Was the man in front of him even his real brother anymore? As he quietly followed, he thought back to something from a month earlier, May 1997. Taewoo had failed the college entrance exam for the third time, and his spirits had hit rock bottom. To help him get his head straight, his parents went out of their way to rent a house in the countryside. On moving day, Taewoo looked at the scene before him, and an inexplicable sense of familiarity welled up inside him, as if he'd seen it long ago in a dream. His brother, Young Jae, was the most outstanding child in the whole family's eyes. Great grades, able to play music and sing, witty and polite in conversation, so there was never a shortage of girls who liked him. But this perfect, sunny boy had been left permanently disabled by a car accident. Yet in Taewoo's heart, his brother had always been his idol. The house was a real bargain, but when the landlord handed it over, he warned them again and again, never to